everybody. Welcome to Carol's Daily Sauce. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you are reminded, not minded. You are reminded of all of the videos that I upload. And, excuse me, I just want to tell you guys, I got up early. Me, like so many other thousands and thousands and thousands of Americans, are on lockdown, as well as others all across the world. I honestly and truly, I really wish everybody the best of good health. Because it is April the 1st, I am starting to have a lot of issues, y'all excuse me, with my throat and stuff like that. But I really wanted to come on here very quickly and discuss Strong Mommy Chrissy's unfortunate news. So I looked at that very long video. And for those of you who probably are saying, because I know I'm going to get it, so let's go ahead and just knock that bird in his head right now. The reason I'm doing an audio is because I can and I choose to. And if you don't want to listen and just want to see, go back and look at my other videos and you'll see exactly what I look like. Okay? So, Chrissy starts out in this video and she is snapping at everybody. You can clearly see that she's tired, having drove with all of her children across country from Las Vegas to Texas. She addressed a few things. She addressed the fact that people tell her that she needs to be more humble, but she stated that she did not like what the dictionary says humble is. It's unlike her, you know. And somebody in the comments said, well, I guess it is, because to be humble is to be godly. Okay? Then she started discussing that she won't be doing a new house walkthrough tour because she learned that some of the info you've got to keep a secret. She said her intuition told her don't do it, gave her a flag, and so she's going to keep everything a secret. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? She keeps putting her hands in front of the camera. She keeps silencing the sound of the children. It's so crazy. She kept saying that she was in Houston and correct herself and clarified, said she was in Austin. So, to be frankly honest with you, there's no telling where she's living. She also mentioned about old buddy Cuz and said that he was in Colorado, but that he should be coming to visit, and she wants him to come and visit because he needs to come and take care of his children so she can get a break, but he can't stay with her. Y'all, why would a woman who delivered a baby by herself allow the man to take his 3 children somewhere without her being there? No, he doesn't even deserve that. But she was explaining a lot of stuff. She was explaining stuff such as they're sleeping on an air mattress. She also explained, I mean, this was a very long video of just explanations. This was a very long video of explanations, lashing out at people, and just being unruly. She was just tired. So she said that she changed her registry from Walmart to Amazon. Y'all, listen to the reason why she says she did this. She said because they had the wrong address and that she had to go pick some stuff up. I don't know. I'm like, in my notes, I have I don't understand. So, I don't understand. It's easy to understand or to not understand Strong Mommy Chrissy because she just does things and then she doesn't understand the repercussions of the things that she does. But I believe she's starting to get it. Someone in the chat had asked her, how did she go about telling her children that they were going to move? She explained that she didn't just tell her children that they were going to move. She sat them down and explained that they can get a house in Texas, showed them pictures and everything. And the kids were excited. Kids are always excited about something new. Somebody mentioned something about them not being able to connect with their friends. But she also mentioned that her children are young. And because her children are young, they won't, this won't affect them. Considering she got kicked out of her house literally, from what I can understand, given minutes to collect her belongings, those kids are traumatized. Yet she says they're children. They are children. And when you are traumatized as a child, it can lead into your adult life. The one thing I do want to say is that children are resilient. They do bounce back. They have failures, they have ups, they have downs, and they do bounce back. But when children have been traumatized, greatly traumatized by the decisions that their parents make, and specifically Chrissy, they're going to go through some things. My prayer is that they don't. I do feel like she does love her children. That is no doubt. She seems to be pretty attentive to their needs. And even while she was on the live, she did. But the one thing I don't like about her is she's not humble. She kind of thinks that she's superior to other people, like she's better than. And I feel like that's the narcissist coming out of her. That's a narcissist trait. And one trait of a narcissist is that they have an inability. That narcissist trait that they have actually gives them an inability to think logically. Because anybody who thinks that their children moving so often would not affect them is absolutely positively not thinking logically. She needed to go to bed. You could clearly see that she was tired. She looked cute though. I mean, she never looks busted coming in front of the camera. I got to give her credit for that. She did, however, look very exhausted and tired. And little Blaze, you could tell the kids are tired, but they're excited. Little Blaze came into the room or into the area where she was filming, and she covers the camera up and silences the live. Then people were in the comments talking about her hair, her son's hair, Blaze's hair, because you could see his hair before he laid down. And she was like, remember people, we were just driving 2 days across country. For real. If you were driving 2 days across country, you think the first thing that you're going to do before you get on the live is, oh, I need to comb Blaze's hair. No, you would think that people wouldn't attack the children like that and wouldn't even attack her like that. You know what I'm saying? That people would have some sort of sympathy for her having drove that far and even having gone through what she went through. Now, I will say this. I'm not perfect. I have a past. I've had things happen. I've made bad decisions. Hence the reason why I continue to make these videos with the hope that somebody somewhere might hear one thing that I say and it would cause them to rethink their plans. What I'd like to say to this is, or about this is, her decisions are not good decisions. They aren't. They are not. But I personally can't base my likes or my like or dislike on Strong Mommy Chrissy personally, because I don't know her personally. I can't base a decision on how much I like her or whether I like her, period, because she moves a lot or because she lashes out at her subscribers. All of that in the midst of asking them to donate things to her. She had the nerve to say some of us. And when she was referring to some of us, she is referring to reactors. I include myself in that category because I do reaction videos. She says that some of us think that she's this way or that way, and that we literally pray for her downfall. We don't want to see her win. Let me tell you something. That for me is so crazy. That's crazy for me to hear. It's disheartening for me to hear, because honestly and truly, y'all, I don't pray for her downfall at all. At all. What type of person would I be praying for the downfall of somebody else who is a mother to all those children, whose job is to provide for the... Are you kidding me? That is the most foolish, unbelievable thing that anybody could be doing. Now, there are some people out there doing that. You're exactly right. Strong Mommy Chrissy. Pray for them. Continue to pray for them. But I'm not basing a decision on whether I like you or dislike you. I just would hope that you would consider your content. And it sounds like you are from this video that I just looked at, or from the live that I just looked at. So I definitely, as I said before, don't wish her any ill will, because it's not my right to do that. It's not my right. I wouldn't want anybody doing or saying anything ill unto me and my family. I just know that she needs to be there for her children. But she does need to stop being selfish. She said that her children are young and that she doesn't really think that they're going to believe. But you know what? She'll run into situations as they get older, and they'll remind her of the things that they went through. And she'll say, you remember that? I did it. She asked her viewers what they felt like about not seeing her win. She said or asked if we, the viewers, know what it feels like to... So basically, she's asking us to put ourselves in her shoes, to feel unliked, and to feel like people don't want to see you win. See, that's the narcissism. It's telling her that we don't want to see her win. It's telling her that we want ill will for her children. But once again, she is not looking at the choices that she makes as far as content. I can't, because someone said to me, you can't tell her what type of content. I can't. You're exactly right. But I can suggest it. You cannot. It's just like if you go in a store and you're purchasing something, you know exactly what it is that you want. You know exactly what it is, the color you want. You know what you want to pay for it. There are very few negotiations when you really, really, really know what it is that you want. Okay? So I said that to say this. People will always be jealous. People will always have something to say. There are people out there who don't want any good, but there are generally some good people out here who just want her to do better for herself and her family. Honestly and truly, if she made better decisions, it would be good for her mentally and emotionally. Okay? It's bad enough that she's a single parent of all those children. So mentally and emotionally, if you would make the decision to do things differently, okay? I can't say as far as spending your money. I don't know how she spends her money, but just better decisions. I won't say that she's a bad parent. I can't say that she's a bad parent. To me, bad parents refuse to raise their children. Chrissy does provide for her children. Her children look like they're taken care of. Yeah, their hair may not be combed one day when they come on the video. That's why she don't like to put her kids on the video. Every time she shows her babies, somebody attacks her kids' hair. I remember her saying that in the video, and here we are 3 months, 4 months later, and they're still doing the same thing. And the one thing that I don't understand is why people feel the need to attack children. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it. So she also was talking about that, got into a spit spat with somebody on the line. Somebody said that Blaze's hair was nappy. She said his hair is not nappy. I just washed his hair and conditioned it. And she went and towed that viewer out the frame over her baby. That part I laughed at because his hair ain't nappy. Her house sounds like a jungle gym because her kids are, you know, getting acclimated to their little new environment, running up and down the stairs, talk in their playroom, talking about the squirrel and the chipmunk. And she did address the issue of the beds being on the registry, indicating that the beds that she had used them for 4 years. And as a result of breaking them down from a triple bunk bed down to a double bunk bed and just taking down and putting apart, the screws got loose. She also stated that she donated some stuff that she had in her house. But then, I don't know if you guys heard her or not, she said she left the beds at the house. So you mean to tell me in the midst of you doing all this stuff, you're going to go donate some stuff, but you're going to leave some of the stuff in the house? She says that she wasn't able to take everything because she had a pod and the pod was too small for everything to be in it. So that's when in turn she said she donated, but then she slipped up and said that she left the beds in the house. I don't know. Then she says some people feels like that she's asking for things and asking for stuff. And somebody said in the chat, well, you are asking for stuff. You got a registry. That's a way of asking for stuff. She said, well, you know, yeah, I'm in need and somebody else is in need. And I may be doing better off than somebody else. And somebody is doing better off than me. And so on and so on. But I have a need. She said, I'm not trying to use my subscribers. I'm not trying to do it. So I'm looking at her and she's sitting here with a Gucci t-shirt on asking people to help her. Now, if it's an authentic Gucci shirt, it is not cheap. Okay? Somebody in the comments asked her if she's going to do clean with me's, if she was going to do cook with me's. She's talking about she don't know. She don't know if she's going to be able to even work or even vlog around her house because people look at the inside of her house and Google it. And once they look at the inside of the house and Google it, they contact her landlord and then she can get kicked out. She is delusional. She is absolutely positively delusional. She will not take responsibility for the decisions that she made. Did y'all hear that? People take pictures of her house in the videos. And once they take the pictures of the house in her videos, they make reaction videos. And then some of them contact her landlord and lie on her. So she probably won't be doing a lot of vlogs in the house. That's her reason, she said, for covering up the house, the camera, so we can't see into the house, because she doesn't want anybody to see into the house and find out where she lives. I need for somebody to tell me, how does that make sense? She said she's going to be private about everything. And then somebody made a comment, you and Jasmine going to have a falling out. I don't know what they're going to have. I don't know what they're going to have. I wish both of them well. Somebody also said in the comments that you turning out just like, telling Strong Mommy Chrissy that she's turning out just like Jasmine. And she's like, I'm going to tell you what you're not going to do. You're not going to respect. See, she's my sister and you're not going to respect my sister. So if you're going to disrespect, you can get out of here. So I don't know. I just, some of the stuff is just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And then she says that she don't want to worry about what she doesn't want to show the inside of her house because she doesn't want people locating her, and she doesn't want to worry about people locating her by just doing a video, you know, of just eating. But then she said if she sits in one place, she gets bored. It's just crazy. She mentioned that the 3 mommies were sacrificing mommies that people gun for because they're single parents. What Strong Mommy Chrissy and the other mommies need to understand is they made their beds. Now they have to lie in them. What happened is they blew up doing these foolish videos. And then some people with some real common sense came in and said, these are some fools. Or they're acting foolish. Okay? And so when the negative came in, then it became a problem. Even though it's negative and people are still watching the videos, the feelings are getting hurt. Okay? And then she said, and I was like, how dare she? Then she said the Daily Davidsons, and she named 2 other family vloggers. And basically what she said was, she could have come on YouTube and painted her life to be anyway. She could have painted it to say she didn't have any children, but she couldn't do that because you'd see the children. She could have chose any other life to have and share with us, but she gave her real life. And in her doing her real life, she's being taunted and made out to be a liar and judged because of it. And I'm like, no, what happened is when you act roguish on your videos, people like drama. You know that. That's why you bring them drama, for the views. Remember, this is your job. It's just like a car salesman, okay? A car salesman is going to tell you everything about that car. He's going to tell you the miles, the gas ratio to the mileage. He's going to tell you all about the special things inside the car that would enlighten you to the car and make you have a want for the car. Same thing with the content of Strong Mommy Chrissy and the other moms. If I put out this foolishness and I see those numbers, I mean, these moms get thousands, sometimes millions of viewers within 15 minutes of uploading a video. They have a following. As I've said before, choose to do other content. Somebody in the comments said, well, do you vlog outside when you take your kids to the park? But then she don't want nobody seeing her kids. Now, I can't blame her for that one. Not because they talk about children. That's not what I'm saying. But there are studies that children that are shown on the internet are, a great majority of them end up being missing children or something to that effect. Me and my daughter were discussing. But, it's just, I don't know. She's rushing her children out of the room. Once again, we know that she's tired. But one thing Strong Mommy Chrissy is continuing to do is she's making up excuses about everything. But this video is the making up excuses about her unfortunate news. All the unfortunate news is the fact that she won't be able to vlog out of her house because she don't want nobody to know where she lives. If it's that serious, stop YouTubing. Put all them 100 babies that you got in daycare and go and get a job. It's not that serious. Once again, there you go, using useless content to try and draw people in. And when they come in and have something to say that doesn't agree with what you say, your feelings get hurt. It's just crazy. Her decisions are just foolish. And then she went on to say this. People were calling her previous landlord. Like, you that important that somebody's gonna, I know that there have been people who have looked up things about her evictions. I'm in agreement with Chrissy. I don't understand why people would do that. I don't understand why that's important. I really don't. But I do believe that Strong Mommy Chrissy needs to take some responsibility for the choices that she makes and stop blaming people for her bad decisions. And that's what whenever something happens that is not what she feels to be a come up, the blame is always put on reactors, subscribers, or viewers, people who are viewing her content who want to see her downfall. Knock it off. You're not that important. Crazy. All she does is whine about what people are doing to her. If you're going to whine about what people are doing to you, change it. Because y'all, I have not even been watching her a year, but I've been watching her long enough to know that she's a narcissist, that she whines, that she thinks that she's better than everybody else, that she has not a stitch of humility in her. And don't get me wrong, with all those things I've said, she takes or appears to take great care of her children. Her house is always clean. You know, there are things that, with the exception of having to move every 6 months. Okay? But remember when she was saying that everybody has a need during this time, because somebody who's in her chat said you shouldn't be asking people for donations during this time. And that's how I feel. I did a video on it. How dare you ask people for stuff? And then people are coming in my comments telling me that she didn't ask people for it. Somebody suggested that she do it. So what are you guys going to do? Are you guys going to have housewarmings every 6 months? Every time she doesn't fulfill her lease and she ends up getting kicked out or whatever, you guys are going to just do a housewarming every 6 months for her? Well, you know what? She doesn't have to go get a job. She doesn't have to worry about taking care or being responsible or making mature adult decisions, because you guys are always pulling her out of the rut that she puts herself in. Then she said something that really put me to shame. Talking about she's looking busted. And she said she was in need, but she got to go get her lashes done. She got to go get her nails done. Y'all, I'm in Austin now. Somebody DM me about nail techs in Austin. That shouldn't be her most important thing. Y'all know what? Nail techs all across the country, all across the world are closed. They're all closed. Everywhere. If they are honoring what mandates have been set for or per state. I just took mine off. Eyelashes, you wear strip eyelashes. Put them strip eyelashes on. Then talking about she need to get waxed and she need... No. You are not even showing viewers your house because you know it's empty, because you had to leave a good percentage of your house and you embarrassed. Now, she did come on there and say that she's not. I'm telling y'all, I ain't got nothing. We know you don't. Usually when you're evicted, you don't have anything because you have to leave abruptly. I don't understand. The money that she could use to get them fingernails that she gets, because she gets a long length, she can use that to buy that plastic set of plates that she had on that registry, or that titanium unicorn colored silverware. It was cute though. It was like pink and blue and teal and purple, real pretty. But while you going to get your nails and your eyelashes done, that stuff, that's money that you can use to fill your own house. Look, y'all can do whatever y'all want to, but ain't no way in Jesus' name, yes, I did say that I'm gonna sit up here and be in need my own self, because everyone is, and be sending her money, cash apps and this and that, because of decisions she made. Y'all, she laughing at you. She laughing at you guys, left and right. Oh my God. I mean, she did mention that one of the reasons that she got the toothbrushes, I guess the toothbrushes are the battery operated toothbrushes. And she's like, you know, if somebody, you know, that I know needed some, I would do the same thing and boop, 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 boop. You know, I buy. When people are in need, you take your butt to the 99-cent store and get a toothbrush. Once again, humility. When people are in need and they want to look fly, they go and they get $7 eyelashes off of Amazon. Or better yet, they go to the 99-cent store and get some. When people are in need, they don't sit up and do lives with Gucci shirts on. Rethink your decisions, young lady. Rethink them. My intent is never, I'm so tired of saying this, because I'm not going to be like you, Strong Mommy Chrissy. I'm not going to be on here saying what my intent is over and over and over again. That's not what you were doing. You're just making excuses for everything that you do and explaining everything that you do. I have not even been watching you, but you have a pattern. Oh, Chrissy is a mess, y'all. Y'all don't see it? Talking about she neglected. So that's why she got to get her nails and stuff done, because she neglected. She feeling neglected. Then they're begging her to do a house tour. Oh, I may do a house tour, but I'm going to show it later, but ain't nothing in here. That's why she not showing you in the first place, because she embarrassed of what's not in there. Now, she did say in a couple of weeks her furniture was coming. So maybe, I don't know. Then somebody asked her about the dog, and she said that the dog couldn't stay with them while they were in the Airbnb. So since the dog couldn't stay with them while they were in the Airbnb, she allowed him to stay with her friend. I guess there was some rumor about her selling the dog for gas money. She laughed so hard. She said, no, the dog is with my friend, and she says we can get the dog, or she'll keep the dog, and whatever. She loves the house that she's in Austin. The rent is less. She loves the area. She loves the property. She's in a better house. She has so much land, and that you get so much money. I'm sorry, so much property, so much more for your money while in Texas. That's exactly what my daughter said. Usually when you go to the southern states back that way or the other way, they do end up being cheaper. The cost of living is a lot cheaper. So she went on to say that she is blessed, but she's not going to preach on this live, but that God takes care of her. Then she quickly falls into talking crazy about she's this and that. But she didn't say this and that. She said her little foul language, she is that. Humble pie would taste so good for you, my dear. Granted, she's a pretty lady. She looks cute with her makeup on. She looks cute with her makeup off. I got to give credit where it's due. She's not an ugly lady. But she has shown and did show, like she repetitively shows, arrogance at its finest. And her arrogance tends to get greater to me when she's in need, because what ends up happening is people are coming at her for the decisions she's made once again, and she can't take the heat, so she wants to cuss everybody out. Simmer down. Simmer down, little pepper. Simmer down. Talking about she don't understand why people were tripping over them $5 toothbrushes. Understand that you could have bought them yourself, and you probably still can. Stop using people. Then she went on to try to educate us on the purpose of a registry. Okay? She don't have to buy it, because that's the purpose of having a registry. But how many registries is she going to have? How many virtual housewarming parties does she plan on having this year? That's my question. Last but definitely not least, the most ironic, irritating thing for me that she kept doing was covering up that camera. Chrissy is hiding something. And somebody in the comments said she hiding the fact that that man is there. I don't know. I don't know if he's there. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't care. What's important to me is that she take care of them kids. That's it. Point blank. Period. Poo. Thank you so much for tuning in to Carol's Daily Sauce. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you're reminded of all the videos that I upload. And make sure that you comment. But when you comment with something that's meaningful. Comment with something that's, don't be so little-minded and come to me talking about, make your comment have some meaning. I had some of her supporters that had some wonderful comments on the last video I made. I had some other foolish people who got on and said all kinds of things. See, what happens is this. This is what happens. People get angry when there's truth. Okay? When truth is exposed, the devil gets angry. Okay? So with that being said, if you come to me angry, you're already exposed. I know who you are. Leave some meaningful comment. We can agree to disagree. My only prayer for her is that she will get it together and that she will take care of those children and make better decisions. But if you can't work in your house, you need to get you a job. Talk to y'all real soon. God bless you. Bye bye.